learned how to cry without a sound, how to fall without making a scene. I stood beside you every night while you never looked at me. I asked for love in quiet ways, you missed them all somehow. I broke a little every day, you never heard it now. I screamed in my silence, but you were already gone. You never heard me breaking into space between your words. I was bleeding in the process, but you only heard yourself. I needed you to stay and see what your leaving was doing. You never heard me breaking, you just heard me stop. I held you when you were empty, you left me that way instead. I made excuses for your distance while you moved on in your head. I asked if you still loved me, you smiled and changed the subject. That was the moment I realized my heart wasn't enough. I shattered quietly so you wouldn't feel the blame. You never heard me breaking when my hope fell to the floor. I stopped asking for forever when you stopped listening for more. I gave you all my softness, you gave me reasons to doubt. You never heard me breaking until I walked out. One day you might hear echoes of the girl you let decay, but I won't be there explaining what you chose not to hear me say. You never heard me breaking, but I heard myself survive. I learned how to hold my heart again without you by my side. I won't disappear in silence just to keep your peace. You never heard me breaking. Now you won't hear me. I gave you every reason to stay and believe. I opened every door, you barely reached for me. When things got heavy, you went quiet instead. I was asking for effort, you turned your head. I wasn't asking for perfect, just for you to try. You didn't fight for me when it mattered most. You watched us fall apart, then let it go. I stood in the fire, you stayed safe and free. I would have fought forever. You didn't fight for me. with the hurt. I begged for presents, not promises thin. You left me wondering if I ever mattered to him. I stayed when it hurt. You left when it asked. You didn't fight for me. You chose your peace while I lost sleep, trying to keep us alive. I gave you loyalty. You gave me space. You didn't fight for me. You walked away. Love doesn't leave quietly. It leaves when effort ends. You didn't fight for me, but I survived. I won't chase someone who won't stand by my side. I deserve commitment, not excuses then. You didn't fight for me. Now I won't fight again. I choose myself this time. I don't say your name out loud now. I pretend it doesn't hurt. I packed away the memories, but they still find me first. I walk through all our moments like they're frozen in the rain. I don't call you anymore, but my tears knew your name. I can silence every question, I can lie and say I'm fine, but my heart still breaks the quiet every lonely night. My tears knew your name before I ever spoke it. They fell in the dark when I tried to hold it. I can hide the truth from everyone I know, but my tears knew your name and they still won't let go. I sleep on your side of the memory, like you might come back around. I replay the almost answers in the spaces you left out. You moved on like it was nothing, like love was just a phase. I'm still here learning how to breathe while my tears say your name. I forgave you in my silence, even when you didn't ask. I wore strength like armor over a heart that couldn't last. My tears knew your name in every broken minute. They fell through my hands, no matter how I hid it. I erased your number hold you quietly. I'm letting go slowly. I used to believe in tomorrows and promises meant to stay. Now my heart just feels heavy every time someone says my name. I trusted too deeply, too many times before. Now my heart forgot how to hope the way it used to before. I don't expect forever, I just expect less pain. My heart forgot how to hope after loving you. It learned how to survive, but not what to do. With dreams I believed in that never came true. My heart forgot how to hold because of you. I smile in conversations, but I don't feel inside. I learned how to seem okay while quietly saying goodbye. Love feels like a warning, not something I chase. My heart forgot how to hope, it only remembers the ache. I don't fall easily, I fall carefully now. My heart forgot how to hold and learn to stay guarded. I loved you honestly, you left me half-hearted. I still feel deeply, just not like before. My heart forgot how to hold. Once you close the door, maybe one day I'll believe again. My heart forgot how to hold, but it still beats strong. I survived losing you, I'll survive moving on. I won't rush healing, I let it grow slow. My heart forgot how to hold, but it will someday know. Just not today. Love faded in small ways, like a photo left in the sun. Not with a sudden ending, but a slow, quiet undone. I watched you stop calling, I watched you stop trying. I watched our love become a room we stopped lighting. I kept waiting for the storm, but it was only dust. Love faded in small ways, in the corners of our life, in the small forgotten moments. your promises like treasure, but they were losing their shine. I kept your love like shelter, but it stopped being mine. I tried to hold the pieces, but they kept falling down, like the petals of a flower when the wind turns around. I kept thinking it was fine, but it was breaking slow. Love faded in small ways, in the things you didn't say, in the way you stopped believing, in the way you walked away. Love faded in small ways, and I felt it in my bones, that the love we once were building was now a broken heart. I won't blame myself for fading, I won't hold the guilt inside. I'll let the love that's gone be a lesson, not a lie. Love faded in small ways, but I'm still standing here. I'll find a love that's loud and not disappear. I'll let my heart heal slowly, and I'll learn to trust again. Love faded in small ways, but I won't let it win. I won't let it win. Love arrived without a warning, like a breath I didn't plan. You smiled like you were staying, but your eyes said when I can. I traced hope in your silence, heard forever in your tone. I didn't know the danger of believing I wasn't alone. I built a future from a moment, held it tighter than I should. You called it something temporary, I thought it meant something good. Love didn't stay long, but it stayed enough to change me. It touched my heart and disappeared like it was never meant to save me. I learned how fast forever fades when it doesn't belong. Love didn't stay long, love just didn't stay long. We talked in almost promises, and nights that felt like truth. You held my hand like maybe, but let go like nothing moved you. I waited for the deepening, you waited for the end. I kept asking for tomorrow, you were leaving now and then. I made excuses for your distance, called your absence space to grow. But love that needs explaining is already letting go. Love didn't stay long, but it stayed enough to break me. I memorized your leaving steps before you ever said maybe. I learned that hearts can open wide and still be left alone. Love didn't stay strong, love just didn't stay long. something you had planned. I don't hate you for the leaving. I hate that I believe that love would fight to stay with me. Love didn't stay long, but the echoes stayed for years. It taught me how to hold my ground and how to face my fears. I won't beg a feeling that already moved on. Love didn't stay wrong. Love just didn't stay long. I let it go, even though it still feels gone. You said it softly, almost kindly, like you didn't want the words to stay. I nodded like I understood, while my heart begged you not to walk away. You packed your love in careful sentences, left no room for me to reply. I watched you close the door on us, but I stayed behind. Goodbye. I kept a seat for you in my life, like endings could change their mind. I waited past goodbye, like love might turn around, like silence wasn't final, like you'd still hear the sound of everything we almost were that never got to try. I waited past the truth, I waited past goodbye. Your name still lives in ordinary days, and coffee cups and midnight songs. I told myself time would be kind, but it only proved me wrong. You left like you were ready, I stayed like I wasn't done. I kept hoping for a second chance that was never going to call. I loved you past the leaving, past the last time you said my name. I waited past goodbye, held on to what was gone. I memorized your absence and still kept moving on. I broke myself in pieces so you could pass me by. You said it softly, almost kindly, like you didn't want the words to stay. I nodded like I understood, while my heart begged you not to walk away. You packed your love in careful sentences, left no room for me to reply. I watched you close the door on us, but I stayed behind. Goodbye. I kept a seat for you in my life, like endings could change their mind. I waited past goodbye, like love might turn around, like silence wasn't final, like you'd still hear the sound of everything we almost were that never got to try. I waited past the truth, I waited past goodbye. Your name still lives in ordinary days, in coffee cups and midnight songs. I told myself time would be kind, but it only proved me wrong. You left like you were ready. I stayed like I wasn't done. I kept hoping for a second chance that was never going to come. I loved you past the leaving, past the last time you said my name. I waited past goodbye, held on to what was gone. I memorized your absence and still kept moving on. I broke myself in pieces so you could pass me by. I waited past the moment, I waited past goodbye. Maybe I mistook the silence for space we still could save. Maybe loving you too deeply was the bravest, worst mistake. I waited past goodbye, but I'm learning how to let go. I'm closing all the chapters you already wrote. I loved you longer than I should, but I'm still alive. I waited past goodbye, now I'm choosing my own life. I waited, now I'm leaving too. I waited in the quiet for a sound that never came. I waited for your heartbeat to say my name. I waited for the laughter that used to fill the room, but all I heard was silence and the weight of coming doom. I kept my heart inside arms to keep you from the light. I waited in the quiet too long. I gave my love to the dark. I kept my faith in your absence like a wound without a mark. I waited for your love to grow, but it only disappeared. I waited in the quiet too long, and now the truth is I stayed in the same place where your promises fell. I kept hoping for a miracle, but it never came to tell. I gave you every chance, I gave you every day, but you were never really there. You were only halfway. I kept my heart on hold. empty air. I waited in the quiet too long, but I'm fine living away. But when wait in silence, I won't hide my tears. I'll speak my heart loudly and leave behind my fears. I waited in the quiet too long, but now I'm finding my voice. I'll choose a love that's certain, not a love that leaves no choice. I'll stand up in the daylight and I'll walk away strong. I waited in the quiet too long, and I'm finally moving on. Moving I saw the signs early, but I ignored them all. I kept believing you'd catch me if I fall. I made excuses for your absence then. I stayed too long again. I thought patience meant love, but it meant pain. I stayed too long again, past the breaking point. I loved you when you stopped. That was my choice. I held on to potential. You lived in the now. I stayed too long again, and I know it now. I waited for clarity that never arrived. You stayed comfortable while I barely survived. I gave you my energy, you gave me doubt. I stayed too long again, trying to figure you out. I confused loyalty with delay. I stayed too long again when I should have walked away. I kept rewriting the truth you showed me every day. I won't blame myself, but I'll learn from then. I stayed too long again. Grieving hurts, but staying broke me. I stayed too long again, but not this time. I'm choosing peace over wasting my time. I won't stay where love feels like a test. I stayed too long again. I gave you all my softness, every unguarded part. I trusted you with feelings I barely knew how to start. I didn't hide my tenderness, I let you see it all. You held it like it mattered, then let it fall. I thought being gentle would make you stay. I gave you all my softness, you gave me doubt. I opened up my heart, you found your way out. I love without armor, you walked away. I gave you all my softness anyway. I spoke in quiet honesty, you heard convenience instead. I needed reassurance, you left things unsaid. I bent when love got heavy, you chose relief. I gave you all my softness, you gave me grief. I didn't protect myself, I trusted you. I gave you all my softness with open hands. You took the warmth, but not the plans. I stayed emotionally bare, you stayed distant. I gave you all my softness and paid for it. But softness isn't weakness, it's courage unguarded. I gave you all my softness, I don't regret that. I regret who I gave it to and where you left me at. I'll still be gentle, just not blind. I gave you all my softness, next time I'll guard mine. Still soft, just wiser.